Are you searching for a natural and safe way to reduce nighttime urination? If your answer is yes, then this video is made just for you. In the next few minutes, I will reveal how one simple herb already familiar in kitchens across India and America can act like a gentle medicine that helps you sleep through the night without interruption. Stay with me until the end, because what you discover here could quietly transform your evenings, your mornings, and your entire quality of life. Many older adults quietly accept waking up 2 or 3 times every night as a normal part of aging. But the truth is, you do not have to live with this problem. Each time your sleep is broken, your body loses the deep rest it needs to repair memory, strengthen the heart, and keep your balance steady. Over months and years, this small disturbance can drain your energy, weaken your focus, and even increase the risk of dangerous falls in the dark. Your body deserves calm nights and mornings full of light, not a cycle of constant exhaustion. I am going to show you how chewing one tiny herb for just 60 seconds before bed may calm your bladder, relax your system, and give you back the kind of peaceful sleep you thought was lost forever. Before we begin, I would love to hear from you. Where are you watching this video, and what time of day is it for you right now? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe so you never miss another gentle tip designed especially for seniors like you. Why? Nighttime urination increases after age 60. As we grow older, our body slowly reduces the amount of a hormone called vasopressin, which normally tells the kidneys to rest at night. Without enough vasopressin, the kidneys continue filtering fluids almost at the same pace they do during the day. This means more urine is produced after bedtime, and the bladder fills even when the body is trying to settle into deep sleep. Many seniors in both America and India quietly notice this change, but rarely connect it to hormones, assuming it is simply age. At the same time, the bladder itself becomes more sensitive and less capable of holding large volumes. In younger years, the bladder could store nearly 2 cups of fluid before signaling urgency. After 60, that signal may arrive when only half a cup has collected, creating the constant urge to wake. This does not mean the bladder is failing, but rather that its nerves are more alert and less forgiving. For an older adult in Texas or Mumbai, this small shift can turn nights of calm into nights of constant interruption. The consequences reach beyond sleep itself. Each awakening reduces the amount of deep rest that restores memory and balance. Over time, this can leave an older person feeling foggy in the morning, struggling to recall names or losing focus while walking. The risk of a fall on the way to the bathroom grows silently, especially in dark hallways or cold winter nights. Yet there is hope. By understanding these natural changes, seniors can adjust habits, protect their sleep, and regain mornings that feel bright and strong. Fenugreek seeds, the hidden herb. When we talk about natural remedies that have stood the test of time, few are as quietly powerful as fenugreek seeds, also known as methi. These tiny golden seeds trace their roots back thousands of years to the soils of India, where they have been valued not just as a spice, but as a trusted part of traditional healing. In countless kitchens across Kerala, fenugreek is gently roasted to add flavor to curries, while in small villages, elders sip warm fenugreek water as a nightly ritual. Over time, word of this humble seed traveled far beyond India, making its way into American homes where natural remedies are once again being rediscovered. For many seniors who feel helpless against restless nights and constant bathroom trips, learning that something so common could bring relief feels both surprising and reassuring. The strength of fenugreek lies in what it carries inside. Each seed contains compounds such as saponins and flavonoids, along with soluble fiber that works gently but effectively within the body. Saponins are known for their ability to reduce inflammation and calm sensitive tissues, which can make the bladder less reactive during the night. Flavonoids act as antioxidants, protecting aging cells from stress and helping the nervous system remain steady as the body tries to rest. Meanwhile, the soluble fiber supports digestion and balances blood sugar, preventing those subtle spikes and dips that can wake the body before dawn. Imagine an older gentleman in New Jersey who always believed his nights of solid sleep were over. After adding a teaspoon of fenugreek seeds to his evening routine, he noticed within weeks that his bladder seemed calmer and his mornings less foggy. But beyond the science, fenugreek also carries a story of cultural connection. In New Jersey, Indian American families still use methi leaves and seeds in daily meals, keeping alive a practice that their grandparents once held dear. In Kerala, women still prepare fenugreek tea during festivals, believing it brings strength and balance to the body. For seniors in both America and India, this continuity offers something more than just health benefits. It offers a sense of belonging, a reminder that they are part of a long chain of wisdom passed down with love. A grandmother in Mumbai may sip fenugreek water before bed, while across the ocean a retired couple in Texas may sprinkle the same seeds over roasted vegetables. The practice connects generations and cultures, reminding us that the simplest remedies often carry the deepest meaning. So when you look at these tiny golden seeds, remember they are more than just kitchen spices. They are gentle companions that have traveled through history, carrying with them both healing compounds and a promise of rest. For seniors who fear that broken nights are simply part of aging, fenugreek offers hope, a natural ally waiting quietly in the cupboard. By using it with care, you are not just honoring your body, but also joining a tradition that stretches from Kerala's markets to New Jersey's suburban homes, uniting hearts through the quiet gift of better sleep. The science behind fenugreek. Why it helps reduce nighttime urination. When seniors first hear that chewing a few small fenugreek seeds could calm the bladder, it may sound too simple to be true. Yet modern science provides clear explanations for why this ancient herb has been trusted for centuries. One of the most important actions of fenugreek lies in how it influences smooth muscles, especially those that line the bladder wall. These muscles contract and send signals when even a small amount of urine collects, often waking seniors unnecessarily. Compounds in fenugreek gently relax these smooth muscles, reducing unnecessary contractions and false alarms. Imagine a bladder that no longer overreacts at half full, but waits more patiently, allowing you to stay asleep instead of walking across a dark hallway at 2 in the morning. Fenugreek also supports stability in blood sugar, which plays a hidden role in sleep quality. Many older adults in both the United States and India live with fluctuations in blood sugar even if they are not diagnosed with diabetes. When sugar levels swing too high or too low during the night, the nervous system becomes restless, and the bladder often joins in by sending extra signals. The soluble fiber in fenugreek slows the release of sugar into the blood, creating steadier energy and calmer nerves. A retired teacher in Chicago once shared that after adding fenugreek tea to her evening, she not only woke up fewer times but also felt more alert in the morning. Balanced sugar levels meant her sleep was less fragile, her memory clearer, and her body more resilient. Another gift fenugreek brings is its anti-inflammatory effect, which soothes tissues in the urinary tract. As we age, the delicate lining of the bladder and surrounding passages becomes more sensitive, sometimes irritated by even mild acidity in foods or drinks. Fenugreek's natural compounds help reduce this irritation, almost like applying a calming balm inside the system. Seniors in Kerala often describe how warm fenugreek water leaves them with less burning, less urgency, and more peace at night. For an older man in Florida who used to fear each evening knowing that irritation would keep him up, the relief felt like getting a small piece of life back. To understand this, simply picture your body as an older car. When it was new, the fuel gauge was precise, only warning you when the tank was truly low. Over the years, the sensor grew sensitive, flashing the warning light far too early. Your bladder acts much the same way after 60, sending signals at half capacity. Fenugreek steps in like a mechanic who adjusts the sensor, helping the gauge reflect reality again. Instead of running to the bathroom for a false alarm, you gain more uninterrupted hours of rest. And each calm night, like each reliable mile in that older car, reminds you that with the right care, your body can still carry you with strength and steadiness. By combining relaxation of the bladder muscles, steadier blood sugar, and reduced inflammation, fenugreek creates a threefold defense against restless nights. For seniors who feel trapped by constant awakenings, it offers not just a natural remedy, but also a sense of control. Small seeds, chewed with intention, can open the door to calmer nights and mornings that begin with hope, clarity, and light. How to use fenugreek seeds the right way. For many seniors, knowing that something as simple as a tiny seed can ease nighttime urination feels almost unbelievable. But the real difference often comes from using it in the right way. One of the most effective methods is to chew raw fenugreek seeds slowly before bed. Place a small pinch in your mouth and let the seeds soften as you chew gently for about 60 seconds. This slow chewing releases natural compounds directly into your saliva, where they begin interacting with your digestive and nervous systems. A retired gentleman in Texas shared that after making this habit part of his nightly routine, he felt calmer and noticed fewer bathroom trips. The act itself is small, yet the results can be profound. Another simple method is to soak fenugreek seeds in warm water during the evening, allowing the natural oils and fibers to infuse gently into the liquid. By bedtime, you can sip the water slowly, one small swallow at a time. This approach not only extracts the beneficial compounds, but also makes them easier to digest for older bodies. An elderly woman in Kerala described how this warm drink reminded her of the soothing tea she enjoyed in her youth, bringing both comfort and practical relief. Drinking too quickly can overload the bladder, but sipping in tiny amounts allows the body to absorb the benefits without stress. Fenugreek works even better when combined with calming evening routines that prepare the body for sleep. After chewing the seeds or sipping the warm infusion, try sitting quietly with a light book, listening to gentle music or practicing slow breathing. These rituals tell the nervous system that it is time to rest, reinforcing the calming effect of the herb. Many older adults in America report that this combination helps them drift into sleep with less anxiety about waking in the night. The herb supports the body while the routine supports the mind, creating a powerful balance. Of course, like any remedy, moderation matters. Experts suggest using only 2 to 3 grams of fenugreek seeds daily, which is roughly a small teaspoon. More does not mean better, and excessive amounts may cause digestive discomfort instead of healing. Seniors who respect this limit often find the benefits both steady and safe without side effects that interfere with their routines. A retired nurse in Florida once said that keeping the dose small but consistent helped her feel confident, knowing she was caring for her body wisely. Used thoughtfully, fenugreek seeds can be more than just a kitchen spice. They can become a nightly companion that restores peace to your evenings and strength to your mornings. For older adults who have quietly accepted broken sleep as an unchangeable part of aging, this gentle habit offers a reminder that the body can still heal and that control is never completely lost. Real stories. Unexpected results. In Florida, an elderly woman in her 70s had almost given up hope of ever sleeping through the night again. For years, she woke up 2 or 3 times each trip, leaving her more exhausted and less steady on her feet. Her mornings began with heavy eyes, a tired body, and a quiet sense of frustration that no amount of coffee could erase. When she first heard about chewing fenugreek seeds, she doubted something so small could make any difference. Still, she tried taking a teaspoon each evening and chewing slowly before bed. Within 2 weeks, she noticed she was sleeping 6 hours straight without interruption. For her, this was not just a better night's rest, it was a restoration of confidence, a reminder that her body could still work with her rather than against her. Thousands of miles away in Chennai, an elderly gentleman faced a similar battle with broken nights. His habit of waking 3 times every evening had become so routine that he arranged his hallway with night lights and slippers always ready. The constant interruptions left him weak during the day, often too tired to enjoy time with his grandchildren. When he began soaking fenugreek seeds in warm water and sipping the infusion slowly before bed, the results surprised him. After several weeks, he found himself waking only once, and soon after he was able to sleep peacefully until dawn. What felt impossible before became natural again, as if his body remembered how to rest. Stories like these speak directly to seniors who silently carry the same worries in both America and India. They remind us that age does not always mean surrender, and that small, gentle habits can restore what once felt lost. If fenugreek could bring back calm nights for a woman in Florida and a man in Chennai, perhaps it can also help you. Sometimes hope is found not in complicated treatments, but in simple seeds that have been waiting in your kitchen all along. Common mistakes that reduce the power of fenugreek. One of the simplest errors many seniors make is drinking a large glass of water immediately after chewing fenugreek seeds. While the seeds can calm the bladder and soothe the nervous system, flooding the body with liquid at night undoes their benefit. A better approach is to sip just a few teaspoons of warm water, allowing the compounds to be absorbed gently without forcing the bladder to fill too quickly. This small adjustment can make the difference between resting deeply and waking again at 2 in the morning. Another habit that interferes with fenugreek's effect is pairing it with foods that are highly acidic, spicy, or heavily salted. Many older adults in both America and India enjoy pickled spicy curries or tangy chutneys in the evening. While these foods are flavorful, they can irritate the bladder lining and increase sensitivity, often cancelling out the calming work of the seeds. An elderly woman in New Jersey shared that she used to take fenugreek after a late dinner of pickles and curry, yet her nights remained restless. Only after moving those foods to lunchtime and keeping her evenings simple did she notice real improvement. It is not about giving up favorite flavors forever, but about choosing the right time to enjoy them. By making this adjustment, you allow the herb to do its quiet work without unnecessary interference. The final mistake comes from taking too much or using it too late in the evening. Some seniors believe that if a teaspoon is good, then a tablespoon must be better. In truth, excessive amounts can irritate digestion and even cause discomfort, leaving the body more restless rather than calm. Others take fenugreek just before lying down at midnight, giving the body no time to process it. Experts suggest a small dose, no more than 2 to 3 grams, taken at least an hour before bed. A retired teacher in Chennai explained that once he shifted his routine earlier and kept the dose small, he finally felt the calm he had been seeking. By avoiding these common mistakes, you allow fenugreek to provide its full benefit. It is not about complicated changes, but about small, thoughtful choices that protect your rest. Even in later years, your body can respond positively when given the right support at the right time. Habits that support. The power of fenugreek. Using fenugreek seeds wisely is only part of the journey toward calmer nights. The habits you build around bedtime can make the difference between a restless evening and a restorative one. One of the most important adjustments is to eat dinner earlier, ideally before 7 o'clock in the evening, and to keep it light. Heavy meals late at night slow digestion and place extra pressure on the bladder, forcing it to work when the body wants to rest. A retired woman in Dallas explained that after moving her main meal to 6:30 and replacing fried foods with vegetables and rice, her sleep immediately improved. For seniors in India as well, shifting the family dinner earlier, even by an hour, can create space for the body to settle before bed. Small changes in timing often yield results that feel surprisingly large. Another helpful habit is to begin the day with a short walk, no more than 10 minutes in the fresh morning air. As we age, fluid tends to collect in the legs and ankles throughout the day, especially if sitting for long periods. At night, when lying down, this fluid returns to the bloodstream and increases urine production. A simple morning walk encourages circulation, allowing the body to release some of that extra fluid before evening. Seniors in both Michigan and Mumbai have shared how just 10 minutes around the block or courtyard reduces swelling and leads to fewer bathroom trips at night. The habit is gentle, requires no special equipment, and restores both energy and confidence. Equally important is the environment where you sleep. A cool room between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit allows the body to regulate its temperature more efficiently. Wearing light cotton clothing instead of heavy synthetic fabrics reduces sweating and prevents the bladder from being overstimulated by sudden shifts in body heat. One man in Kerala explained that once he switched from heavy pajamas to soft cotton, he not only slept more comfortably but also noticed fewer awakenings. Seniors in Florida often keep a small fan running for the same purpose, helping the body stay calm and the mind undisturbed. Finally, consider adding a few minutes of deep breathing before bedtime, especially after chewing or sipping fenugreek. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. Then breathe slowly in through the nose and out through the mouth. This calms the nervous system, teaches the bladder to resist false signals, and reduces the sudden urges that can interrupt sleep. A grandmother in New Jersey described how 5 minutes of breathing with her eyes closed reminded her of morning prayers and allowed her to drift peacefully into sleep. By combining these gentle habits with the natural support of fenugreek, you give your body every chance to rest deeply. Each choice, an earlier dinner, a morning walk, a cool room, or slow breathing, adds another layer of calm. Even in later years, your nights can be restored, and your mornings can return bright, steady, and full of life. Scientific studies and gentle evidence. When people first hear about fenugreek seeds helping with nighttime urination, the natural question is whether science supports these claims. In recent years, several small studies have looked closely at the impact of fenugreek on urinary health and sleep patterns. One study conducted in India followed older adults who chewed a teaspoon of fenugreek each evening for several weeks. Many participants reported fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom and longer stretches of uninterrupted sleep. Another study observed that compounds in fenugreek reduced inflammation in urinary tissues, allowing the bladder to hold more comfortably without constant false signals. While these trials were small, the results were consistent and encouraging, showing that a humble kitchen spice may offer real relief. For seniors, scientific terms often sound overwhelming, but the explanation can be made simple. Think of fenugreek as a steady hand that helps calm an overly sensitive alarm system. As we age, the bladder begins to act like a smoke detector that goes off at the slightest hint of steam. Fenugreek works by quieting this detector, letting it respond only when the bladder is truly full. At the same time, it stabilizes blood sugar, which prevents sudden energy dips that might disturb the nervous system during sleep. In practical terms, this means fewer false alarms, less walking in the dark, and more hours of rest that truly refresh the body. Perhaps the most reassuring fact is that fenugreek is both safe and simple to use. Unlike strong medications that may bring side effects, this herb has been consumed in food and tea for centuries across both India and America. Seniors need not fear complicated prescriptions or expensive treatments when something as gentle as fenugreek can be tried first. Of course, moderation matters, but within small daily amounts, it remains a natural and trustworthy ally. For older adults who have quietly accepted broken nights as a permanent burden, the science and the tradition together bring a hopeful message. The body can still heal gently, one small seed at a time. When we step back and look at the journey we have taken together, the message is both simple and powerful. Fenugreek seeds, small and often overlooked in the kitchen, can offer seniors a natural way to reclaim restful sleep. By calming the bladder, reducing unnecessary urges, and supporting a steady nervous system, they help restore what so many believed was lost forever. Imagine waking without fatigue, moving through the morning with clear focus, and feeling confident that your body can still work with you, not against you. These are not empty promises, but gentle outcomes many elders in both America and India have already begun to experience. The image of these results can be felt in everyday life. In the United States, you might picture a retired couple sitting on their balcony, sipping warm coffee as the sun rises, no longer burdened by the exhaustion of broken sleep. In India, grandparents join their families at morning festivals, dressed in bright colors and smiling with energy that comes from a night of peace. These moments remind us that health is not just about the absence of illness, but about the return of joy and connection in daily living. And so I leave you with this blessing: may your nights be calm, your rest be deep, and your mornings filled with light. Each quiet hour of sleep is a gift to your memory, your heart, and your balance. Each peaceful dawn is a reminder that aging does not mean surrender, but rather adaptation, patience, and the wisdom to care for yourself with kindness. Hold on to the hope that even small changes can make a great difference. Before we close, I would love to hear from you. Please share your experience in the comments, whether you have tried fenugreek or if this message touched you in some way. Do not forget to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a new video designed with your health in mind. And if you know a friend, a neighbor, or a family member who also struggles with nighttime awakenings, share this video with them. You may be giving them not just advice, but the gift of brighter mornings and calmer nights.